What's up, everybody? Justin here to do my WWE Clash of Champions review. First Raw brand pay-per-view. SmackDown had theirs first. It was Backlash. And I feel Backlash was better. I do feel Backlash was better because AJ won the World Championship. I know he hit a low blow on Dean, but I don't care. AJ won. I was very happy for AJ. Long-time AJ Styles fan. And the Women's Championship was pretty great also because Becky Lynch won it. Now, the Clash of Champions was not a bad show. I didn't think it was bad. I enjoyed it. Some matches were slow and got me kind of bored and uninterested, but thank God for Twitter. When I get bored and uninterested, I just go on Twitter more. So 504 interactions during Clash of Champions. Thank you all. My Twitter friends, thank you all for tweeting me or tagging me in your tweets. So now I'm going to read my Twitter poll first. Rate tonight's Clash of Champions pay-per-view. 23 people have voted. Rate tonight's Clash of Champions. The number 4 gave it 39%, think it was a 4. 17% think it was a 6. 30% think it was a 7.5. And 14% think it was a 8. I didn't put 10 down because I don't think it was deserved to get a 10. There's another vote was cast. 33% think it was a 7.5 now. Still, 38% is winning, and 38% think Clash of Champions was a 4. So there you go. I'm not going to read the rest of the poll. Maybe it'll get more votes. Maybe it'll get up to 50 votes. I don't really know. So here we go with my Clash of Champions review now. Up first was the kickoff match. It was a women's kickoff match. I thought Nia Jax and Alicia, I thought they deserved to be on pay-per-view. But whatever, they were thrown on the kickoff. Nia Jax comes out. Alicia comes out. Alicia has some new ring gear, I believe. Or a new design of ring gear, new color. I thought Alicia might win. I predicted Alicia Fox would win. I don't know why. I just thought maybe they would have her pull an upset victory to get Nia Jax very angry and destroy her, basically. But Nia already did that on Raw. She destroyed her, flattened her like a pancake when she ran and speared her and fell on top of her through the guardrail, through the barricade. So Nia Jax already destroyed Alicia on Raw. But I understand why they put this match on the kickoff. Because I guess they're in a mini feud. So I predicted Alicia. That didn't happen. I don't know why I predicted Alicia. Probably because I would like to see Alicia one of these days get a victory on a pay-per-view or TV or on a Raw. Nia Jax wins. Go back, watch my Clash of Champions predictions. Check it out. Maybe you'll enjoy it. Again, Nia Jax wins. Pretty entertaining match. It was short, and it was good. I'm glad it was short. Alicia Fox started off with a lot of fire, a lot of heart. She started off fast and quick with a couple drop kicks. That was pretty impressive. Then she actually did her axe kick. Nia Jax was halfway down, getting up, and Alicia hit the axe kick on her. 1, 2. Nia, of course, pushed her off like the monster heel that Nia Jax should be. I tweeted that she's a female Yokozuna. I didn't really mean that. I was just making a joke. Anyways, Nia Jax wins on the kickoff. Now to the main pay-per-view. The WWE Tag Team Championships were on the line first. On pay-per-view, New Day defending against Gallows and Anderson. I think they're still called the Club. I don't really know. They've been pretty irrelevant since they've returned. They made them playing these stupid doctor roles and doing a lot of comedy. Comedy is good in wrestling. I like comedy. But I don't know. Gallows and Anderson, they'll probably win the tag titles when New Day breaks Demolition's record, and I don't know when that's going to be. Might be in January or the end of January. I don't know when they're going to break their record. The New Day, today's 399 days they've been the tag champs. That is very long. And they're going to go way over 400 days. I guarantee it. I guarantee they're going to break Demolition's record, and I don't blame Vince for wanting them to break Demolition's, one of the longest reigns of all time, I believe, is Demolition. Some other teams in the 70s or 60s might have held the WWF tag titles longer, but I'm not sure if they did. So I don't blame Vince for wanting to get back at Demolition and have New Day break their record, because Demolition is suing Vince. They're suing him over a concussion lawsuit. Then maybe they got concussions in their career. If they did, that sucks. I'm a big fan of Demolition. I'm still a fan of them. But they shouldn't have sued Vince, because he didn't give them the damn concussions, and I don't think his company did either. Maybe they suffered a couple of concussions when they worked for Vince, but big deal. I think they made good money, and they should have saved it. Instead of suing Vince McMahon, the guy probably paid you very well. Very well. I'm sure you were paid for over 3 years when you were in the company as a tag team. And this kills your chances, Demolition, of going in the Hall of Fame anytime soon. I hope you guys aren't dead by the time you get put in the Hall of Fame, because you're probably not going to get put in the Hall of Fame for 5 or 10 years. So I don't blame Vince. I mean, if somebody, ex-wrestlers that I hired and I paid a lot of money, if they were suing me, I would probably be pretty angry also and hold a grudge. So New Day against Gallows and Anderson. Big E and Xavier get knocked out right away, so Kofi's all by himself. I thought, this is not good. This is not very good. New Day might lose the tag titles, but I wasn't worried. I wasn't afraid that New Day was going to lose. I predicted New Day would win, and it's an easy prediction because they're going to break Demolition's record and hold on to the tag titles a couple more months, I believe. So New Day wins and retains the tag titles. Up next, match number 2 of the night was for the Cruiserweight, the new Cruiserweight Championship. This is the first time the Cruiserweight title is being defended on a WWE pay-per-view since, I believe, 2006 or 7, I believe. And I'd love to curse right now about who the last WWE Cruiserweight Champion was before T.J. Perkins. He was a little person. He was a little scumbag. Hornswoggle is a scumbag. I met him in person. The guy is a rude little person. Was very rude to a lot of fans outside the arena waiting for him. Wasn't taking any pictures, wasn't signing autographs. I don't know who would want Hornswoggle's autograph. I damn sure wouldn't. I never cared for the guy ever. The best thing he did in his WWE career was the We LC match, and I give El Torito more credit for the We LC than Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle sucks as a wrestler. I understand the guy's a little person, and he can't be that good because he's a little person, but I was never a fan of Hornswoggle. I don't know who would be a fan of the guy. I guess little kids in this PG era were a fan of Hornswoggle. So Hornswoggle was the last cruiserweight champion. That was a effing joke. That was like throwing the cruiserweight title in the trash and burning it and pissing on it and shitting on it and spitting on it, in my opinion. So the new cruiserweight champion, T.J. Perkins, won the title in a great match against Grand Metalik on the Cruiserweight Classic Finals, which were great. If you have the network, go back and watch the Cruiserweight Classic Finals. Those matches, those 3 matches, the semifinals and the finals, those matches were epic and very, very good. T.J. Perkins defending against Brian Kendrick. Brian Kendrick, this is his first WWE pay-per-view since, I want to say 2008, I believe. I believe he's in a scrambled, I believe he's on SmackDown, and he's in a scrambled match for the World Heavyweight Championship, I think. That Unforgiven 2008 might have been his last pay-per-view. At least that's what I remember seeing Brian Kendrick on. So the guy's back, and the WWE signed a full-time contract. I don't know how much he's going to wrestle on Raw, but he signed a contract. Good for Brian Kendrick. The guy's a veteran. The guy's put his time in the business. He deserves to be back and get a good payday every time he wrestles. T.J. Perkins, Brian Kendrick, pretty good match. I enjoyed it. Brian Kendrick loses. T.J. Perkins wins and retains the Cruiserweight Championship. And after the match, T.J. Perkins looked a little worried, like he put his hand out first to shake Brian Kendrick's hand, and Kendrick was still angry. He didn't want to shake his hand, but he shook his hand, then he went up to him, then they hugged. And then Brian Kendrick, like the nasty, dirty heel, it was awesome. He headbutts T.J. Perkins, knocks him down. That was awesome. So maybe they'll have a rematch on Raw tomorrow for the Cruiserweight title again. Make it, I don't know, 2 out of 3 falls or something. So I was glad to see T.J. Perkins win and retain because I predicted he would. And I thought he should, because the guy just won it like 2 weeks ago, or 2.5 weeks ago, whatever it was. Up next was the Best of 7 series match, number 7 in the series. And number 7 was 7 too many, in my opinion, but the 7th match was pretty damn entertaining. I was bored with the other 6 matches, to be honest. I mean, they're both good workers. I joke about Sheamus a lot. I pick on the guy, I bash the guy, and I will continue to bash the guy on Twitter. He blocked me a while ago for something very stupid, because I said I tweeted him, "You suck." I was just tweeting his character that I didn't like his character, and I think he sucks. So I tweet him that, and the guy blocked me. Good for him. He has a right to block me. He can block whoever he wants, but I still got heat with Sheamus. I don't like the guy. But again, I don't wish that he gets sick or loses his job or dies. I would never wish that on any wrestler. So Cesaro, Sheamus, or on Twitter as I like to call him, hashtag ShameAss. Cesaro Sheamus match number 7, pretty damn good, pretty entertaining. The finish was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I thought they were going to do a double count out finish or a draw, a time limit draw, but they probably would have had to wrestle 45 minutes or an hour to go to the time limit draw. They could have done a draw, and then Mick Foley could have came out and said, let's go to overtime, because there has to be a winner in the best of 7. But they didn't go to no overtime. The finish was they, I believe, knocked each other over the guardrail into the crowd. Then they are laying on the floor. They could not continue. They could not get up. So the referee decided right there to stop the match. Ref stops the match. There is no winner. I guess there's no winner. The match was stopped. So I don't know what the hell's going to happen. We'll probably get a match number 8 tomorrow on Raw. And they'll probably say there must be a winner for match number 8. But this match was pretty good. I enjoyed the finish of the ref stopping the match. At least it's something different. At least it wasn't a count out or something like that. At least it wasn't a DQ. That would have pissed me off if it would have ended in a DQ. That would have been stupid as hell. So good finish, good match. I enjoyed it. No winner though. At least I believe there is no winner. Up next we had, what was next? The fourth match was Sami Zayn, Chris Jericho. The drink and the gift of Jericho, drink it in, baby. Well, I'm drinking whatever he's selling because Jericho has been great. He's been great in promos. He's been great on the mic. His character has been great. Jericho in the last month, 2 months, Jericho has been money. The guy's been gold on the mic. He's great. So I'm really enjoying Jericho in this current run that he's on. It is great. He's supposedly BFFs with the Kevin Owens, and it's pretty damn entertaining. So Zayn, Jericho, I didn't see the entire match because I left to use the bathroom and get some food. I came back and the match was still going on. I thought Sami Zayn would win. He kind of needed a win on pay-per-view, but Sami Zayn loses to Chris Jericho when Jericho hits the Code Breaker. Jericho hits the Code Breaker. 1, 2, 3, Chris Jericho wins, and back to Cesaro, Sheamus, best of 7. Cesaro did a dive on the outside, and damn, that was scary. The guy landed on his head. He dove, and I don't know what happened. He dove like head first, and he fell on his head on the floor. Sheamus couldn't really do anything to protect him. I mean, Sheamus was there, but he couldn't really catch him because his head was diving towards the floor. So Cesaro landed on his head or his forehead. The guy is probably going to... He could have suffered a neck stinger or neck injury, concussion, possibly. Cesaro might have a concussion or be diagnosed with a concussion. Who knows? Didn't look good after he landed on his head. The ref started talking to him. I'm sure asking him, are you okay? Are you okay? Can you move your hands and legs or arms and legs? And I guess Cesaro was okay to continue because the match continued after he landed on his head on the floor. But when he was laying on the floor, Cesaro looked out of it. Like he had a concussion, in my opinion. But the match continued, and it was pretty good after that he landed on his head, but that was damn scary. I hope Cesaro's okay. The guy probably suffered a concussion. If not, he might suffer a neck injury. I hope Cesaro did not get injured. And I haven't read any rumors about Cesaro not signing a contract or not re-signing with WWE. I know my friend from Washington, John, he has a YouTube channel, Real Honesty with John Ritlin. And I heard you say Cesaro might not, rumors are he might not re-sign with the WWE. I haven't read that anywhere. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. I don't know if it's true. But if Cesaro leaves, good for him. I wouldn't blame him. He could go to TNA and they treat him a lot better and push him a lot more. Or he could go back, Cesaro could go to Ring of Honor and challenge for the Ring of Honor World title. I think that'd be entertaining. Cesaro against Adam Cole, those would be some good matches. Or Cesaro against Jay Lethal, that'd be good wrestling. But I'd rather... Cesaro's been in WWE a long time. I think he's Intercontinental Champion once. I know he's U.S. Champion a long time ago. And I don't know. I would like to see Cesaro stay in WWE. As a WWE fan, I watch WWE the most, but I watch a lot of TNA and Ring of Honor also. But I would like to see Cesaro stay in WWE. If he doesn't, I'll be okay with it. And if he takes a couple years off, good for him. The guy deserves it. He's been on the road a long time. But that was really scary. Cesaro landing on his head. It looked like he landed on his head or forehead. The guy could have broke his neck. Probably suffer a concussion. It was scary as hell. It's good he finished the match. So I hope he's okay because they let him finish the match. So Jericho wins with the code breaker. I said that already. Up next was match number 5. The WWE Raw Women's Championship. Now they're calling it the Raw Women's Championship. Raw and Women's Championship. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't fit together. What are they going to start calling the SmackDown? Now the SmackDown Women's title. That sounds kind of stupid in my opinion. But whatever. They can do whatever they want. They can call it whatever they want. Thank God it's not called the Divas title anymore. Because that was a stupid, stupid name. Glad the Women's Championship is back. And they're calling them women wrestlers. Or women superstars. They deserve that. So the Women's Championship, Charlotte defending against Bayley and Sasha Banks. I was team Sasha Banks. I wanted Sasha to win really bad because she's my favorite. Sasha was my favorite in the match. I wanted her to win, but I predicted that Charlotte would retain, and Charlotte did retain. Now I'm going to talk about some of the spots that were pretty good in the women's triple threat for the Women's Championship. A lot of these spots were pretty awesome. First, we had... What happened first? We had Dana Brooke at ringside. Came out with Charlotte. That pissed me off. So Dana was at ringside for some reason. I don't know why she's allowed at ringside. Because she has been banned before by Mick Foley from ringside. So Dana Brooke was back at ringside for Charlotte. After Charlotte slapped her, bitch slapped her like 2 or 3 times on Raw. And Dana still is standing by her side. For some reason, because she has no brains. She has air in her head, I guess. So, Dana Brooke at ringside, I didn't understand that. I was like, why is she at ringside? When I was watching, I was talking to myself, why in the hell is she at ringside? But then I found out they announced this triple threat is no disqualification. I don't know when that started happening, that women's title matches were no DQ. That's kind of a stupid rule. I mean, why does it have to be no DQ? So Dana can interfere and get away with it? That's not fair. That's not right, in my opinion. Especially towards baby faces. I mean, Bayley and Sasha could get screwed now every time because the title matches are no DQ. That is a stupid rule. And if they're going to make a women's title match no DQ, well, then let them use weapons like trash cans, Singapore canes, tables, chairs. Let them use any kind of weapon they want to. If you're going to make it no DQ. And yes, during the match, we had Sasha and Bayley team up together, and they're both punching Charlotte. That was pretty awesome. But Dana was Charlotte's backup. Even though Dana didn't cost anybody the match, she kept interfering. So, no DQ for women's title matches. Please stop that unless you're going to make it a weapons match. So then we had Charlotte working over Sasha's back a lot during the match. Sasha was great at selling her back injury. Charlotte was working over her back, put her up against the ring post, worked over her back on the ring post. And then we had, again, Sasha hitting double knees, putting Bayley and Charlotte on the rope. She was going to hit her springboard double knees on them. But Charlotte moved out of the way and got out of the ring. Sasha hit Bayley with the double knees, and then 1, 2 on Bayley. Charlotte pulls Bayley out of the ring. Smart move by the champion. If the champion Charlotte did not even have to get pinned, and she would have lost the women's title. I don't like that rule either, but that's been a rule for years in WWE going back to 1999 or 98, whenever they did their first triple threat match. What I can remember, the first WWE triple threat was in 1997 at a In Your House pay-per-view. I believe it was Farouk, Savio Vega, Ahmed Johnson, or Ahmed Johnson, Farouk, and Crush. That was the first triple threat I remember in WWF at the time. And that was in 97. They didn't do any triple threats in 96. And WCW tried it before WWF, but they called it a triangle match in 95. In 94, they did something called a triangle match, but it wasn't all three guys in the ring. That's at Fall Brawl 94, where it's Big Bubba Rogers and Vader in a triangle match, and then the winner of that went to face Sting. And that was a damn good triangle match, by the way, at Fall Brawl 94. Check that out on the network. Sting and Vader fought for at least like 25-30 minutes, it felt like, and it was awesome. And their rules in their triangle match, the first guy that got knocked off his feet lost. That was weird. Anyways, back to the women's title match. Women's triple threat. And then Bayley, during the match, when Sasha was out of the ring, Bayley hit a belly to Bayley on Charlotte. 1, 2, Sasha breaks it up. Then Sasha rolls up Bayley, but that's broken up by Charlotte. And then they go to the outside, and the crowd, I thought the crowd for the women's title match, I thought the crowd was soft. S-A-W-F-T, soft. I thought the crowd was really soft for the women's title match. They should have been louder. They should have been on their feet and giving the women the respect they deserve. They deserve to be cheered like the men, in my opinion. But I'm a huge fan of women's wrestling. So then we had a double after Sasha and Bayley were teaming up against Charlotte. Charlotte got back on her feet, body slammed Bayley, put her next to first. Sasha lifted up Charlotte, put her on the top rope. Charlotte looked like she was really dead tired or blown up or injured. I don't know. But Charlotte did not look like she wanted to go on the top rope, and Sasha was struggling, it looked like to me, to put her on the top rope, to sit her up there. And then, again, Sasha's going to suplex Charlotte off the top rope, or Sasha's on the second rope, going to superplex her. But that didn't happen because Charlotte reversed the superplex and threw Sasha on her stomach. And then she body slammed Bayley. So Sasha and Bayley were next to each other, laying together. Every guy out there, put that thought in your head, that they're laying next to each other together. So then Charlotte goes up to the top, hits a moonsault, double moonsault. That was an awesome spot. I enjoyed that. And then they go to the outside. Sasha gets thrown into the barricade by Charlotte. Again, Sasha doing great selling her back injury like she was injured again. And then Dana interfered a little bit. Bank statement was hit on Charlotte. Dana tried to interfere from the outside, sticking her ugly face in the ring. Sasha kicked her in the face and then locked on the bank statement even more. But Bayley came in, broke that up. Then Charlotte got on her feet again and kicked Bayley right in the face. Bayley knocked Sasha off the ring apron. Sasha falls to the floor. So basically with a kick to the face and head, Charlotte knocked out Bayley. 1, 2, 3, Charlotte wins and retains the women's title. I'm happy and sad because I predicted Charlotte would win. She did win, so I'm happy about that. But I would have liked to see Sasha Banks win the title. But she'll win it back in the next 1 or 2 months or 3 months, I'm sure. And Charlotte, they said, is now 12-0. 12-0 on pay-per-views. That's insane. It's a great winning streak. Very good, damn good, hell of a match. Triple threat for the women's title. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a hell of a match. It wasn't, it could have been better. WrestleMania 32 might have been a better triple threat women's title match, but this was a very good one. I enjoyed it. Up next, we had the 6th match of the night for the U.S. title. Rusev against Roman Reigns. Out comes Lana, looking only as she can look fine as hell. Lana's out, and Rusev Reigns come out. Rusev defending the U.S. title against Roman Reigns. I predicted Roman Reigns would win the U.S. title. He did win. Lana pulled the referee out of the ring during the match. That was awesome. And then, of course, Lana gets thrown out from ringside by the ref. And that pissed me off because I didn't want to see Lana go, but damn, she looked hot going. So Lana gets kicked out. Basically, Reigns does his Super Reigns gimmick and spears Rusev out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, shocker. Roman Reigns wins the U.S. title. At least it's not the Universal title. That's a good thing, that it's only a U.S. title. Good for Reigns. He's a U.S. champion. Keep him away from the Universal title, Vince. Please keep him away from the main events of pay-per-views. But Raw's hurting, in my opinion. I don't know. Raw, the next couple Raw pay-per-views, I don't know. You're going to have main event. The only guys you got to main event is Rollins, Owens, Reigns, maybe Jericho could main event, and maybe Sami Zayn could main event again against Owens. But in my opinion, Raw is struggling of having top guys that do not face each other like 500 times over and over, or for like the 10th time. Owens and Rollins, this was, I believe, the first one-on-one match on pay-per-view, so we probably could see it 2 or 3 more times. But Raw, in my opinion, is struggling. Because you got no AJ Styles. Not saying Raw needs him. He's doing great on SmackDown. He is the WWE World Champion. He is the face that runs the place. AJ in the brand split, it's doing great for him because the guy is basically the face of SmackDown, in my opinion. So, my point is, Raw's going to struggle to have good main events on pay-per-views because the only guys you push are Rollins, Kevin Owens, Reigns. Possibly you'll put Jericho in a main event, but I doubt he'll face Owens. And maybe Sami Zayn. That's only 5 guys you can put in the main event. Sadly, we all know Finn Balor is injured. That really hurt Monday Night Raw. That really hurt it bad. You don't have many top guys on Raw that you can really push in the main event. I mean, why not start pushing Cash again? Big Cass. Push him again. Put him in main events against Kevin Owens on pay-per-views. Or push Braun Strowman and put him in main event pay-per-view matches against Owens. I mean, I could stand 2 or 3 more times of Rollins and Owens on pay-per-view, but after that, I'll be really sick of it. And probably at Survivor Series, Rollins is going to work with Triple H and not against Kevin Owens. Probably be Reigns against Kevin Owens at Survivor Series, and Reigns will probably win. I predict that. Roman Reigns is going to win the Universal title at Survivor Series from Kevin Owens. So Rusev loses U.S. title. It's not a big deal. I wanted Rusev to win, but I knew there was no chance in hell. As Vince McMahon's theme says, no chance in hell. Well, I knew there was no chance in hell. Rusev was retaining. Now to the main event. Kevin Owens defending the Universal title against Seth Rollins. During this, Kevin Owens was great. He was screaming, yelling at, taunting Seth Rollins, yelling at him, taunting him, like the awesome heel that Kevin Owens is. The guy blocked me on Twitter for some reason, not that I care why he did. I always said nice things about Kevin Owens on Twitter. I have no clue what I did to get the guy to block me. I don't care. But supposedly Kevin Owens blocks a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of wrestling fans that are not insane and that don't attack him. I think he still blocks them for some reason. Who cares? I don't care that he blocks me. Back to the match. Kevin Owens starts yelling at Rollins saying, is he okay? Is he okay? I guess he's talking to the ref or taunting Rollins. It was great. He's saying, is he okay? I hope he's okay. That was damn funny. That was funny as hell. That made me laugh out loud. What was surprising, no Triple H. No Triple H running. I thought it was going to come for sure, but no Triple H running. Instead, we got a Stephanie, not a run-in, but a Stephanie walk-in. She walked in, sent a ref to the ring because, of course, during a main event of championship matches, a ref has to take a bump. That's, you're promised, every WWE pay-per-view just about, you're promised that a ref will take a bump during the main event. But I don't think a ref did take a bump at SummerSlam. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't think that a ref did, though. So the ref takes a bump, and then Seth Rollins hit a pedigree, had him covered, 1, 2, 3. The crowd was counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No referee to get up to count to 3. Rollins had the title won. The referee was still out of it. Stephanie comes out walking, sends a ref to the ring, and Reigns. Not Reigns. What the hell am I saying? I've been up since 7:30 in the freaking morning. So I apologize for getting my names mixed up. And I'm pretty damn tired right now. Anyways, Rollins is on the outside of the ring, gets back in, and hits 2 pedigrees. Rollins hit 2 pedigrees on Owens. But I think both times there was no ref. Or the second pedigree, I think Owens kicked out. Hard to remember because I'm really tired. Anyways. I didn't sleep good last night. Only slept like 2.5, 3 hours. And I got up at 7:30 in the morning. And it's like after 10:30 now. So, Rollins, I know, hit 2 pedigrees. Let me read some notes here. Hit 2 pedigrees. Kevin Owens, before that, put Rollins on the announcer's table because on pay-per-views, it's guaranteed that an announcer table is going to get broken. Kevin Owens puts Rollins on the table, does a I'm getting my words really mixed up. A swanton. Does a swanton dive, back bump. Rollins moves out of the way. Kevin Owens goes crashing through the announcer's table on the back bump. That was pretty awesome. And then Y2J comes out trying to interfere. and really interfere, didn't matter. Because Rollins still hit a pedigree. And then Rollins hits a dive on... Rollins hit a dive through the ropes on the outside, taking out Kevin Owens and I think Jericho. So Kevin Owens is on the outside, basically knocked out. And Rollins gets in the ring. Stephanie sends the ref to the ring. Kevin Owens gets in the ring right when the ref is coming to the ring. The new ref that's fresh. Kevin Owens hits a pop-up powerbomb. Referee comes in right away. 1, 2, 3, it's over. Kevin Owens wins, retains the Universal title. I predicted Kevin Owens would win, but I thought it'd be with help from Triple H. Instead, it was, in my opinion, is from help from Stephanie, Triple H's wife. In my opinion, Stephanie did this on purpose. She came out, sent the ref to the ring on purpose to make sure Kevin Owens would retain. And great timing, Stephanie. Great timing sending a ref out there to screw Rollins. Rollins now is even going to be more pissed off at you on Raw tomorrow. So Stephanie, great timing by you. I'm sure that wasn't planned, and you and Triple H didn't plan it. And then after Stephanie sent the ref and Kevin Owens retained, Stephanie had an evil look on her face. Evil smile, evil grin, evil look. Like heel Stephanie McMahon. That was a great look on her face. And then she leaves. And Jericho and the ref holding up Kevin Owens' hand. He retains the title. The only new champion we saw was a U.S. title change hands. Roman Reigns is a new U.S. champion. My predictions, every prediction I got was right. Except Cesaro, Sheamus. I didn't predict that because there was no winner. And I predicted Alicia would win. That didn't happen. But and I predicted Sami Zayn would win. So I got 3 wrong out of I think there's 7, 8 matches. So 3 out of 5. Or 3 out of 6. So I went 5 or 6 out of 3. So my predictions were at least 500. Hope you enjoyed my Clash of Champions review. I apologize. I went 40 minutes. I apologize. I screwed up a couple names, a couple words. I'm very tired. But I want to get this review done tonight because tomorrow I'm doing a Ring of Honor. I believe it's All-Star pay-per-view called All-Star Extravaganza, I believe. I'm doing a Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza predictions video. Their pay-per-view, I believe, is this Friday. Is the next Ring of Honor pay-per-view. I'm going to do my predictions on Monday for it. Hope you enjoy my Clash of Champions review. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like my videos. Comment on my videos. Share my videos. Watch my past videos. And subscribe. That's the most important thing I want you to do. Also, if you would like, follow me on Twitter at TNA Guy and at NXT WWE Guy on Twitter. I'm there every Monday night for Raw. There every Tuesday for SmackDown, and usually tweeting NXT when I'm home. And I usually tweet TNA when I can, and I'm always tweeting Raw and SmackDown pay-per-views. Hope you enjoyed this Clash of Champions review. I'm done. Bye for now, everybody. Enjoy Monday Night Raw.